Oh my god. Oh, yes.
Oh, drizzle it.
Oh, this is so cummy.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh my god. Look at that shit, dude. Look at that shit, dude.
Yes. I've never been more excited for a white substance in my entire life. Oh, dude. Oh my god. So, welcome everybody to episode 5 of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast.
Today we, honestly, all right. If you
Here's
saw
the thing,
this,
guys.
would you guess this was from KFC? No, because it looks dope as shit. I haven't been to KFC in so long. Anyways, this is from KFC. This is a donut chicken box from KFC. And
Despite our better judgment, we were like,
Yeah.
dude, let's fucking eat that.
yeah, because it looks great. And honestly, when was the last time anyone had KFC? I don't know. So they're smart. You know, it's like the Popeyes chicken sandwich type shit. They're getting people in here. They're just like, what do we already have? Chicken. What can we make? Donuts. Fucking easy. So this is what this is. And put that there. And we're stocked up with napkins. We're stocked up with our wad. Shouts out Pizza X.
So Pizza X. I've eaten at that place one time.
I've eaten there so many times, but to be fair, Brian did not go to school where Pizza X existed. So, all right, and so let's just hop into it, man.
Oh my god.
We gotta start like giving like a little food review, you know?
We really do. I mean, all right, presentation, fucking abysmal, but it's KFC, so I mean, you don't go for the presentation, guys. Come on.
It came in that plastic box, donuts just thrown in, and just like the glaze squirted everywhere.
But like, I'll be honest with you, like, the chicken's not bad. Like,
I enjoy the chicken. The chicken is good.
it tastes pretty good.
Great. I haven't tried a donut yet. I'm about to try a donut combo chicken bite, and let's see. Hold up.
Let's just do like bit by bit, you know? You know? Oh, it's like, oh.
Oh my god.
that sound it made was so gross.
All right. Donut. A little hard. Glaze. Very good compliment to the chicken.
That's sweet to the savory, you know?
Overall,
Not bad.
10 out of 10. I mean, 8 out of 10. Not 10.
I was like, you just kind of shit on it, and then you give it a perfect score. Damn, all right.
Like overall, 8 out of 10. 80%. Solid 80%. And
That's pretty good.
yeah, that's
I'll be honest with you.
the review portion of this.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do here. I am so sorry
He's going Sando.
to everybody at home.
Wow, that's going to be,
All right.
what a bite. Let's watch it.
I'm gonna have to like figure out how to do this real quick.
Oh my god. I've seen that look before. And we're back. So, lots been going on this week, hasn't it?
Dude, that was pretty good.
Was it?
I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty good bite. It's confusing.
Yeah. A whole lot of
It's just like
flavors
a lot
and
of
textures.
donut, and then it's like, oh, there's some chicken in there, I guess. Wouldn't recommend eating it this way, but overall,
But you did it.
not too bad.
I'm proud of you. I'm just going to go bite and bite and bite.
That's for the best. Let's do that.
I can't unhinge my jaw.
I just gotta like awkwardly suck my fingers off now. Why'd you say ew?
Why did you add the word off? Gotta suck my fingers off.
That felt appropriate. I don't know. Anyways, it's been a interesting week.
gonna
That
try
is
not to do this.
for damn sure.
Everyone's fucking quarantined. Bro, everything is empty. The stores are empty. The places that we've been going, which we probably shouldn't be going, are empty. We went to a fucking arcade last night.
Which, like, in hindsight, absolutely not the place that you want to go because it's just people
Bad idea.
touching shit. But dude, axe
bad
throwing
idea.
though is pretty sick. Not gonna
We
lie.
did also go axe throwing, and holy shit, white people will make a sport out of anything.
Oh,
dude.
absolutely.
We paid $30 a person to throw an axe into some pieces of wood. Their overhead is bit minimal. They buy some wood.
It's literally a garage.
It's a garage that they own. They buy wood, which is so cheap. They buy some axes. Probably rarely ever have to replace the axes. And then they charge $30 a head an hour. They're making a huge profit.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude. And yeah,
And still, the receptionist looked exactly like the woman from Love. I just cannot tell you what her
And
name
our
is.
throwing instructor looked exactly like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of like celebrity lookalikes just teaching you how to throw sharp objects. Dude, but here's the thing. Megan was like so anxious about it when you like texted me about it in the morning. I was like, oh fuck, I want to do this so bad. Let's do this. And she was just like, I don't really want to do that. Like, I don't want to like embarrass myself. It's like, you're not going to embarrass yourself. You're with like 3 of the most embarrassing people you'll ever be with. And so we go, she's just sitting there like, you could see that she had like the spark in her eyes. And then like she goes up and like, you know, whiffs a couple of times because everybody whiffs when you start. And then like 3 throws later just fucking sinks a bullseye. We're just like, God damn it.
She was like, she didn't want to do it at all.
No.
Like even when we were there.
And then she crushed it.
Yeah, she crushed it. Everyone crushed it, dude.
God. What time?
Yeah, it is a very white person sport.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean like the quarantine has just kind of made things weird. Like everything feels strange. And like
It is.
everything feels normal. Like everything is normal in a way. But like just the like kind of panic around it makes everything seem very, very strange.
It's truly like I don't know. But like I haven't felt nervous, but like now seeing everyone else being nervous, I feel nervous.
Exactly. Same. Like
Which I think is why everyone is nervous in the first place. It's like a chain reaction.
everything's like kind of perpetuating it. But
Yeah.
like at the same time too, it is for the better because that way like people actually kind of like don't do shit that'll put them at risk.
Yeah.
So like,
it's smart.
yeah,
I mean,
it's a good move.
and I mean, we probably shouldn't have gone to an arcade and touched a bunch of shit that everyone else touched. But
But
like,
also at the same time too, like we had a shit ton of hand sanitizer. We washed our hands like pretty frequently, and like we kind of did what you were supposed to do. And there wasn't that many people there.
and they came in and they sprayed all the axes down before we started, which is like, yeah,
A good move.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean like on one hand, yes, but also at the same time too, it's like as long as you're being like cautionary about it, you're fine. Everything's fine.
yeah. So it'll be a very interesting like next 2 weeks, I think, because
Oh, absolutely. Well, like a lot of people too get to like work from home, but unfortunately, I'm essential staff for my show, so I have to be there next week, and also the week after that at the new show too. Like I emailed like my new soup and I was like, hey,
yeah,
like what's going on? Like just want to know. And he's like, yeah, we will be up, we will be working, and it's like 6 of us in a room together. So I'm just like,
all
this
right.
doesn't seem smart,
Hell
but
yeah.
okay.
I mean, got to do it.
I mean, yeah, because at the end of the day, like you can work on a show from home and stuff like that, but for me, I have to be there to like manage all of like the technical stuff,
Right.
fix things if they go down, manage our Nexus, everything
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah, I mean-
like I have to be there. I get it, but it's like I could definitely do most of it from home. Just team viewer, man. It's the future.
It really is.
This donut is just fucking cemented.
It's stuck. They're so thick. I would not have, like Krispy Kreme donuts aren't even this thick. Krispy Kreme donuts are like light and fluffy. This is like a dense piece of pound
And honestly,
cake.
I like this much more than a Krispy Kreme donut.
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, coronavirus has been strange, but I feel like it's actually going much better than I thought it was
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that that stays the same right now. Like according to some of the things that I've been reading, we're on track to kind of like hit where Italy was in about a week. So I'm a little scared about that because I'm like, oh, we are kind of fucked.
That's the only thing I'm worried about. It's just like, I don't know. If we can get through this next week and like the week after, I think we'll kind of have an idea of where things are going. But like
Yeah.
the fact that everything is so up in the air right now, it's like, I truly don't know what to do, you know? It's unlike anything I've ever experienced. So
Also at the same time too, this is like what I dreamed of as a kid. Just being able to stay home and just play video games all day. Dude. Oh my God.
and now you can
And now
do what
I'm-
you do anyways, but like now you have an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah.
But it's just the landscape of just like the US is very different now because like all these things that people have been like arguing about for forever, we've realized really don't exist. We're just like, we just want it there because we don't want to change it. So
Sure.
it's like, okay, cool. Like we don't have like healthcare. We don't have all these other like broadband isn't like a right. And now they're just like, now it is. Here you go.
Yeah.
You get it for 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, wait a minute. I thought you said we couldn't do this, but you just can at the drop of a hat.
Yeah. It's weird.
No. So I think that we'll definitely. The next couple of presidential debates are going to be very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, super. Yeah. We'll see. When's the next one?
There's supposed to be one tonight at our time of recording. We shoot this usually like middle of the day on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So to put that into perspective, we usually do that, get them edited out by Wednesday. So for us right now, the next debate between both Sanders and Biden is tonight, Sunday night.
Is it still happening?
I think so.
Shit.
I haven't seen anything to the
contrary. No one going to be
contrary.
there though, I'm assuming, right? There's no audience.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like it's just going to be like the panel and then them.
Right.
So, which makes sense, dude. Brian eats slow, strikes again.
Brian eats slow, but hold on. I need to wash my hands. Like I can't. I was going to suck all my fingers off one by one slowly.
Oh, I'm sorry, what? What the fuck was that?
I had a little piece of chicken stuck in the back of my throat. Dude, I had to like get it off. I had to get it out with a forceful cough. I couldn't just like do a cough.
You were just like screaming. You're just. It sounds like you were just like really like trying to pick up something really, really heavy. That's what that sounded like.
I had to like
just like trying to shit really hard.
Just creating a lot of vibrations in the back of my throat. You ever do that? Just.
I mean, no.
And it just loosens it up.
No, well, that's good to know.
Not smegma. Phlegm. Smegma's so totally different.
Yeah, it is.
Smegma's a different thing.
Don't Google that.
Don't
if you
Google
don't know what
smegma.
It is. Oh.
You ever? Fuck. All right. Cool. I just had to get rid of all that and wash my hands because they were truly like dripping in just this. There's so much cream on that. It's insane. There's like way too much. It's a lot. I don't know why it's so much. I don't know what it is. It's so much sugar, but I'm feeling it, dude. I'm about to be. The rest of this podcast, we're about to be like.
Just speaking
real
really
fucking
fast.
Quick into the microphone.
Which is kind of like what we do already. So it's like whatever.
Yeah.
That's funny. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. So what do we do? So we went to a fucking arcade. We went to a axe throwing place. We baked a pie because yesterday was Pie Day. Happy Pie Day,
so
everyone.
We baked a pie like an hour after Pie Day.
We baked a pie at 11:50 p.m. And it wasn't done until almost 2 a.m. But in the process, so the pie tin, we overloaded the pie with a lot of apples and a lot of sugar. And it was kind it's kind of overflowing. And we're not the best at baking. So what ended up happening was the pie's in the oven, and we're just like chilling on the couch. It's like kind of dark and late, and so like I'm kind of falling asleep. And Brian's awake and he's like chilling on Twitter. And then Megan comes in the room. Megan comes in the room. She's like, "It smells really smoky in here." And
well, because I looked up because she walked out and she was like, "It got really quiet, so I just wanted to come see it." And I was like, "Is it like hazy in here?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, it's pretty smoky." And I was like, "Well, that's when we found it."
Yeah. So we opened up the oven and all of the contents of the pie had overflowed, and we didn't have anything under the pie, and so they just fell on the bottom of this 400-degree oven, and all the sugar was caramelizing and bubbling and burning, and it was literally like popping like a fucking like these balls of hot magma sugar.
It's like what I envisioned hell to be like.
Yeah, and then so once we opened the oven, this like flume of smoke just like poured out, and we're like, "Oh fuck!" So Brian is fanning near the smoke detector, and Megan's just fanning the air.
I was using her laptop case. She was using a cutting board. I set up like a standing fan in the hallway to like keep blowing. I turned on the air conditioning.
Open the window, open the fucking door, and just like, "Please don't go off, please don't go off, please don't go off." It's 2 a.m. And then so we opened the oven, turned it off, and I put on like 2 oven mitts, and I like scraped the fucking thing off the bottom of the oven. It was just so black and hard and chunky. And then we continued baking the pie.
And we finished the pie.
We finished the pie. And it was soupy. And it tasted good, though. But it was soupy. I don't know if we did it correctly.
I think there was just
so much.
I think there was just entirely too much sugar.
It was too much sugar, too many apples. The apples dripped, and like it was too much.
Yeah. Because like especially too like with the apples, the best thing to do is like put them on like paper towels and then like dry them off before you throw them in, because that way the water doesn't seep out.
Yeah, and we just didn't do any of that at all.
Hey, you know what happens?
We wanted a pie. We had a one-track mind, and it was late as fuck.
We had one thing that we wanted to do.
Eat a pie. And we didn't eat. I had like a bite.
I didn't even eat it.
Yeah, I didn't even have it.
I went to bed.
So, yeah. So that was that. That was a truly eventful night.
What an interesting Saturday.
Then went to bed, woke up to the Sunday New York Times crossword with my parents over FaceTime.
Which is, dude, the fucking cutest thing.
Every Sunday.
Let me tell you, out of like, because I have like a friend who does like the crosswords like religiously, but like that takes a cake. That's so fucking cute. That is incredible.
Thanks, man.
Jesus Christ.
I just love crosswords.
Next mom, you're wonderful. We love you.
She's wonderful. And yeah, it's really great. Also, my dad, I don't know if he listens to this, but you're great too, man.
Just in case.
Just in case you do listen to my podcasts.
I just know that I see your mom like or like comment on everything.
Yeah,
so I'm just
yeah. She's the biggest hype man there is.
My mom would do that if she knew how to use anything. So, dude,
do you think she listens? Does she listen to the pod?
Well, yeah. Why did I put that there? I was like talking to her about it because she was just like, well, like, how do I like support it? Do I like subscribe it somewhere? Like it asked me to like log in, but I don't know what that means. And I was like, Mom, you just log in with your email. Well, I don't know what else to say.
Gmail's your Gmail account.
Yeah,
you also don't need to log into anything.
Exactly. I was like, you just listen. Like that's all that matters.
Go to YouTube or you know.
She's doing the best she can.
She's doing the best she can.
I won't even bother with my dad because he'll just be like, someone will show it to me. I'm like, okay, thanks, bud.
If it gets to a point where I need to see it, I'll see it.
All right? Exactly.
All right.
Until you talk shit about me, I won't listen. I'm like, all right, fair enough.
Have you ever been to the Hollywood Improv?
No, I've been to a couple of UCB shows though. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, I've been to a UCB show as well, and but I went to the Hollywood Improv on Monday, and it's great. I've been there a couple times. I saw Chris D'Elia there once, which was great because it's a very tiny little intimate club. Yeah, super cool. But on Mondays, there's this comic called D. Ray Davis, and he's like, he's in a lot of stuff. He's in like 21 Jump Street. He's in like, if you saw his face, you'd recognize him. I didn't recognize the name, but I recognize the face. And every Monday, he curates a lineup of like his friends and whatever, and it's always like a surprise until you get there. Cool. And then so they're all like 5-10 minute sets each, whatever, and it's long. It's a long show. I don't know, like, because sometimes he'll just invite like 10 people, and like it's different every time. Jesus. So sometimes it's like an hour-long show. Sometimes it's literally like last time where the show started at 9:30 and I got out at 2 a.m. It was a 4.5 hour show.
And where is this?
It's in Hollywood. It's on Melrose.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, so I went there, and it's a primarily like black audience and black comic show. So like most of the comedians that he invites are black. So it's like, so when I got there, I was like, dude, I want to sit in the front.
Wait, is this the place that we went to with Daniel?
With
like last year?
Who did we see? Beth Stelling? No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, because that was like a theater.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but no,
it was kind of small. Yeah, because it was like it was you, me, Emma, Daniel, and then your friend from school. Fuck, what was his name? Wes something? Was it Wes? I don't know. This was like a year ago. I don't remember. Man.
Who did we see?
I don't even remember. I don't remember who it was.
I think it was the same show. I think we might have seen this Monday Rays is what it's called because his name's D-Ray. But like, and maybe it was. I think it might have been the same show. I'm not sure.
Anyways,
do you remember a really shitty comic at that show singing like Michael Jackson parodies, but if he was a stoner? Do you remember any of the stand-up?
I remember one dude being belligerently drunk and making like one exclusive fart joke for his entire set. Just because he was so blasted.
Was it that? I might have been that. I'm not sure. Anyways. So I sat right in the front because I'm like, dude, I want someone to make fun of me. Like, I want to be like, the stage it's literally right there, and it's like it's like a tiny little stage, just maybe like 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And so like I want to be like the white guy at like this show that they're making fun of. So whatever.
And then the moment they start making fun of you, you just speak Spanish at them, and then they're like, oh fuck, man. I'm sorry, man.
So whatever, the guy gets on stage, D-Ray, and he's the host, so he like kind of does some improv, introduces the next guy, and then he comes on in between every comic. And so like the first comic saw me, and he started calling me Gustavo out of nowhere. He just like, yo, look at Gustavo there in the front row or whatever. And so I was like, hey, whatever. And so then
what?
Yeah, so then he, we like had like a, every, he'd say something, and then like throughout a set, like maybe another time, maybe twice, he said like, right, Gustavo, or some shit like that. And so then every other comic after that called me Gustavo.
So for like 4 hours?
For 4 hours, I sat there and was called Gustavo. And they're like, man, you look like you make an excellent painter. And I was like, what does that mean? Hey, Gustavo looking at
That's actually
this white boy in the front row.
hilarious.
And this
Holy
one guy,
shit.
he's like, he wanted to play, because there's this DJ there too, which is the funniest thing. He's like this short little DJ, and all of the guys make fun of his height or whatever.
Poor dude.
And so he plays every time before, like as the comics walk on, he plays like a song that they tell him to play, and they'll walk on to it and stuff, hype him up. And then this one guy, there's this other white guy sitting next to me, and he also wasn't white, but whatever. We were both look white enough to be considered white.
You're white enough until they like see your license.
Exactly. We're white enough. And so we're both kind of in the front. And so the one guy, he plays a song, he comes up, and then he's like tells the DJ to cut it. He's like, dude, I wanted you to play this song. And it's like a song that like says the N-word like a lot of times, but it's like a song that like a lot of people know. So and he's like, I wanted to see if Gustavo and his friend would sing along to it. So I could blast them.
That's actually really funny.
It was really good. But yeah, it was a great show. Monday Rays, if you guys are looking for like a nice little improv, just kind of like short, like quick comedy show. Not quick, but not like in terms of length, but like there's a lot of comics in that amount of time.
Yeah.
It's a great show to go to. $20.
Oh, that's not bad. For that many. Damn.
For that many comics, yeah.
tight.
And you see some good people.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. I don't know. I just like getting called Gustavo.
All right, Gustavo, let's fucking
Gustavo.
go. I'm gonna change your name in my phone to just Gustavo.
You should, yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
I guess I look like
I'll
a Gustavo.
Photoshop on like a huge like curly mustache.
That's what I picture. I was like, do I look Italian?
Is Gustavo an Italian name?
I don't know. Is it Italian?
I don't know.
I guess it could be. It could also not be.
I feel like anything that like has that many like consonants in it is just Eastern European.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm just envisioning like an Adidas tracksuit as like a person.
With like a chain for some reason.
Yeah.
Why you got a tracksuit and a chain on? Yeah, exactly. That's Gustavo.
Absolutely.
That's Gustavo.
That makes sense.
That's funny as shit. But yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, dude, I love that. I want to like go to more things because there's so much shit in this
There's
city.
so many things. Like literally like yesterday when we were hanging out, we're like, oh, we should do this. Oh, we should also do this. We should do this. There was like 5-6 different things we wanted to do.
And like, as shitty as this is gonna sound, this is the time to actually do things, even though they tell you not to. Because there's nobody
no one
out.
there. There's no one on the freeways. There's no one at the places you want to go.
Dude. Speaking of the fucking nobody on the freeways, my normal commute is about an hour and 15 minutes for me to get to work for this show.
F's and chat.
It's been a fucking nightmare, let me tell you. But the nicest thing about this has been it's taken me like maybe 35 minutes to get to work now.
Oh my God, that's insane.
And so
that's
like
more than half.
On Wednesday, I like left work and it took me about 45 minutes to get home. And I was like, oh, this is sick.
Yeah.
It's great. And then Thursday, when like everything happened, as I left, it was like an hour and 20 minutes because I think everybody was just like, we gotta get out of Landing.
Let's go.
Yeah, everyone's they're like trying to get to Bakersfield for some shit, like just get away.
Yeah, just
as
like in
far
the
away as
town where
possible.
nothing is. They're just
Exactly.
like, let's set up camp in this fucking like commune.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's like everybody thinks that like the world is ending. Like that's like where we're at this point.
What it thinks. Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah, I love those tweets that are like, yo, 2020 gonna be a movie. Yeah, bro, it's gonna be 2012. Like that fucking movie. Like what kind of movie is it gonna be? It's not turning out great. It's really not.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like at least like 2012, like you could just imagine shit because it's like nothing happened.
Yeah.
But 2020, it's like there are things happening, but not really.
Yeah.
Like everything's just like kind of on hold right now.
Weird.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Then it's just wild.
Yeah.
Who knows? Whatever.
Who the fuck knows? Yeah, I truly don't. I mean, I don't know. Like so like all of it's like my mom works a lot with like middle school through high school aged kids. I think some elementary school kids. So like she does a lot of community outreach. But they're in an area where, I mean, a lot of these people don't have access to like internet. So like they can't do online classes type things. So like what they're ending up having to do is like prepare like these packets for these kids and like, cause they have to close the schools, but like, you got to think like it's easy to kind of think in a bubble like, oh yeah, like I guess they'll just cancel, we'll just do shit remotely. But like, you got to think like, what about the people who can't do shit remotely?
Right.
Like
and then especially for her to like, if she has to like compile all those packets and stuff like that, that's so much work.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's crazy. And then, the people that aren't fortunate enough to like have paid leave or like paid or like still have to go to work regardless. Just, well, sure. Like you, it's like, it's fucking weird. It's weird.
It's wild. Cause like we got like a huge email at work that was just like, don't come in if you like feel sick. Like all like non-essential staff should work from home, et cetera, et cetera. And then like our head of post came in and was just like, so, because it's like our AE bays, it's just like it's like a hallway of just all the AEs for the shows. And so we're just chilling. He's like, hey, so basically, don't come in if you're sick. Don't do that. But like, you know, like we got to be here to like do stuff. Yeah. And so he's just like, so we're essential. Yeah. He's like, I'm basically expecting next week to just be me and you guys. And I was like, fuck. Honestly, that sounds great. Yeah. I was like, I still get paid. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to talk to anybody.
Just bring some Kleenex, bring some Clorox wipes, and just fucking put your headphones in. And
and that's my goal. Yeah. And it was just kind of funny though, because it's like everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm like working from home, doing all this stuff. I'm like, nope, still got to drive all the way to Culver City, work, do all this shit. It's great.
Last week though.
But then it's just 6 minutes to do that. So I'm still reeling from the anticipation of that. I'm so excited. Yeah. But dude, it's weird because like I think the Sony lot is basically shut down. Like most of the lots have fully shut down. Yeah. And like post staff, it's usually just like 12 of us in a room or something like that. So they're just like, you'll be fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's weird.
And so like everybody else gets to leave, but then they're just like, nope, you guys got to do stuff. Yeah. Which like I kind of get because like you can edit from home. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. You can do that stuff. Like we can prep that for you. But like to do the AE work where like we have to basically set everything up to be done so that when it comes back, we can just pop stuff back in and be fine. Yeah. But yeah, it's not impossible to do our job from home, but it's like kind of hard in some aspects. So it's like, I get it. And I'm not really upset about it because they were also like, if you don't come in, we will replace you. Yeah, like they literally said that to us. They were just like, we have to have somebody doing
like
your
crunch
job.
time. Like you guys have a lot of shit.
Exactly. And so it's just like, okay, I guess. Thanks. Yeah. So that's that. So I've got another week and then everything's fine theoretically. But yeah, I mean, like, especially for like, you know, like artists and musicians and stuff like you guys, like having like all of your shows canceled, all of our shows and like festivals and stuff. Yeah. That's insane.
It's so weird.
And like to especially like take that and then reschedule it.
Just think logistically.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be a nightmare.
From like the event runners and the promoters and all that shit. Just from that perspective, like taking an event like fucking, I don't know if EDC, no, not EDC. That wasn't, what was it? What just got canceled? Oh, Ultra.
They canceled Ultra?
Yeah. Fuck. I think they're either postponed it or canceled it, but totally canceled because they also have like a music conference around it. So like in Miami for like starting this week, basically the entire week is like every night there's like a panel and there's like 7 different like shows going on around the city. And it's like a whole, like people go for the whole week and they do like artists do showcases and stuff like that. I didn't
know that. I thought it was just a festival.
Yeah. And then it leads up to Ultra. So it's called like Miami Music Week, basically, or Winter Music Conference officially. But all of that shit is canceled. Like, wow, all of these things have been planned out and whatever on these huge, like, it's just like taking a festival on that scale and like, just like, nope, sorry. Okay, now thousands of people need either refunds, probably just refunds, or to like reschedule their ticket, and that like all of these vendors and all of the like the stage and all the union workers and all of the just like the sound, the light. And then the artists themselves, just like all of it, like it's such a big, it goes so far beyond just like, oh, I'm not playing a show anymore. You know, it's like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And like to think of from like the festival organizers and stuff like that, it's now like kind of on them to reschedule it and like make it work. And then also hopefully all these other vendors and all these other people who were going to be there can still make it work in their schedule because they have other shit going on too. So it's like, that's a nightmare that I would never want to do.
I can't even imagine.
Everything. I have like friends who have like personal assistants and stuff like that, and they have to like book flights for people. And I was just like, I could not do that. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, and this is like in a whole other scale.
Yeah, it's a whole fucking different thing. So the whole Miami Music Week is like a whole thing, and we did it 4 years ago, I want to say. We did the whole Miami Music Week, and we had some shows and stuff like that, and it reminds me of this fucking, so there's this venue called the Hangar in Miami, and that's where like a lot of electronic music comes through, a lot of DJs and stuff, and a lot of the Miami Music Week events were at the Hangar. So we were at the Hangar pretty much every night of the week, either like networking or playing or whatever. So we were kind of sitting backstage, and it was like, this is 2016, so this is like the era of like all these nude fucking dubstep producers or whatever. So there's like, you know, like this is like a big heavy fucking bass show with like Nightmare and Snails and Kill the Noise and like just like all these like heavy ass
people just ripping
music.
the barricades out of the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they had the barricade set up and like all the people on the rail. So it's like a heavy headbanging show. And so they had the rail here, and the stage is like kind of it's a smaller venue. I think it's maybe like 500 cap, but they pack it
Jesus.
in. They pack it in, and it's like fucking like sweaty and cramped, and it's nuts. So
just the least ideal situation to see a show in. Yeah.
So
Okay.
the rail ends here. Normally, like, in a big enough venue, there's like good amount of space, like especially like a festival. There's like
you have like photo pit and stuff too.
There's like a pit. Yeah, there's no pit here, so it's just like rail and then subs and then stage. So the subs are like right here. If I'm holding onto the rail, the subs are right here.
That's actually kind of dangerous.
So yeah. So these people are like on copious amounts of drugs, and this one girl's like headbanging. It's I think it was Nightmare's set, and she's just fucking slamming, like doing this thing. And all of a sudden, like, we're backstage, like kind of watching this whole thing, and like she's going especially hard. And then all of a sudden I see her kind of like stop and like look around for a sec, and then she kind of like shakes it off, but you just see blood start pouring down her face. And like her boyfriend or whoever next to her is like sees it and starts freaking out. She doesn't notice. She's still dancing around. She stops headbanging. She's like dancing around.
Molly is one hell of a drug.
There's just blood pouring down her fucking head, just pouring. And so like everyone starts to everyone in the backstage starts to see it, and then her boyfriend next to her starts to see it, and we're like everyone starts pointing it out, and she's like, and she starts freaking out. She's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then but it's such a packed show that it's
they can't just like get you out.
So like, I mean, obviously the guy's still Nightmare's still playing or whatever. So they like security like pulls her like over the barricade. She like kind of walks on top of the subs to get to the backstage area, and she goes in the back. And at this point, I think she forgot, because she forgot about it. She like was freaking out, and then she's like getting walked. She's like, oh my god, I'm going backstage, and she just totally forgot about it. She's so like pupils are huge, like moving her mouth a lot,
dude,
and just like covered in blood, like her shirt, her face. It looked like Carrie. It literally looked like that scene from Carrie.
Jesus.
And so she gets to the back, and like she sits down, and like the security guards, so they called 911. Security guards are like putting pressure on her head. And all these like fire trucks and ambulances come, and so like she had smacked her head on the sub and split it open. She had this, so once they cleaned it all up, she had this huge gash like this big just open on her head, just like it was just pouring blood. And so they cleaned it all up, and they stitched her, and they put her on a thing, and they took her away. But like yeah, it was
that's crazy
Holy ass
fuck. Like also too, like from a different perspective, like as like if you're a Nightmare or something like that,
right,
and this is just happening, you just have to keep doing the show.
She's in the front row, and you can see it's not a big venue. You can see this girl fucking bleeding out of her head.
So like that's got to be difficult, because he's just like, fuck, like, it's just like I can't just like stop this for this, but like that's got to be like a nerve-wracking experience, as the performer.
I can't even imagine, dude.
Oh, dude, that's horrifying. I hate that.
It's nuts. Although I have seen people like stop like performances altogether and just be like, hey, this person get them some water, get them some whatever, like this person's whatever the fuck, and it's like,
I have a great story about this. Okay, so the like first show I went to in LA after I moved here was it was a Knuckle Puck headliner.
Nice.
So basically the disconnect between our music tastes is that Nick's pretty much all the electronic stuff, and then I'm like shitty punk music.
It's not shitty.
It's not.
Great punk music.
It's wonderful. We overlap enough, but I like the difference here.
Yeah, for sure.
So like I go to a lot of punk shows, whatever.
Punk.
And the first show I went to was a Knuckle Puck headliner, and it was Knuckle Puck, Home Safe, and who are the other two bands? With Confidence, and there was one other, but I can't remember. Mm-hmm. So we're there. And, it's like mosh pit ensues, like circle pits going on. Like people are losing shoes and shit as normal pits go. Yeah. And all of a sudden, like we kind of come back together, like they start playing a song. And this one kid, I like look over because I'm taller than everybody in this fucking venue. And it's at the Regent Theater, which is honestly
Where's
like
that?
It's kind of in like downtown-ish area, somewhere down there.
Okay.
Yeah. Or no, was this Terragram? This was Terragram. Oh God. So this was
Here?
So this was the Terragram ballroom, which is like in kind of like the downtown area. And this fucking guy, it's like the way that the room is set up is it's like there's like an upper deck that's kind of like for like friends of like the performers and stuff like that. And then below it is the bar and then booth and then just big empty room with like these 3 big lights in the center.
Right.
And it gets really fucking hot in that place. Like there's like no real like any circulation whatsoever. So it gets really hot. And everybody's like sweating. Everybody's wearing flannels because it's fucking pop punk.
Yeah.
And so I see this kid in like the center. He's like, and like just forces himself up over like the person in front of him, which is like kind of normal at these shows. So he goes up and the dude behind him like grabs like his legs and pushes him up further. Nobody in front of him knows he's there. So this dude just comes down and just disappears into the crowd of people. And I was just like, I just watched somebody die.
Dead.
And so like all of a sudden like everybody like clears out a thing, like the band stops playing and they're just like, yo, like what's going on? Are we good? And they're like yo, like he's like on the ground, and they're like, oh shit. So they like get him up, like the band actually like helps get him like onto the stage and stuff like that, and they take him out into the back and everything.
Oh fuck.
The manager comes out with like a crate of water, and they just start throwing the waters into the crowd, and they're like, yo, it's like hot out there,
hot.
like make sure you're not like keep yourself hydrated, like go get water in the back, like this is our manager, like they take our water, like all this stuff. Super sick. But I was like, that's not the problem. That is not what happened.
No.
And like I think everybody else was just like, oh yeah, you just passed out. I was like, nah, that dude smacked his face into the fucking concrete.
Oh, God.
And I mean that's like a 7-foot drop.
That's
like if you go up above people and then down, and then like he like got up and like I didn't see any blood or anything, but he was just like very
I'm
like
sure he's out of it.
Yeah, like dazed and stuff, and like he's probably high too.
Probably.
So like pulling him out, and I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like people are so weird at shows, and it's like I get like being hype and like going in and like doing your thing and like having fun and having a great time, but like up to a certain point, like the danger that you get, like I don't think outweighs like the fun that you get out of it. Like I don't want to get kicked in the face, which I've had happen a lot.
No.
So like I like all these things that it's like a lot of people go to the shows for that,
to mosh and shit like that.
Exactly. Like they want to be like in that kind of environment, which like cool. But I'm at the point where it's like I would much rather stand in the back,
and just chill and listen to my band.
Yeah, and
band
like
play.
Exactly, and like watch them do a great set and like just experience the show.
Yeah,
which is weird too because like the bands oftentimes like want people to mosh and stuff. Like that's when they know like they're like, oh, you're digging it, but it's like. Also, the dude in the back that's like standing there like that, just kind of like head bobbing, but like making complete a contact with you is like that person's also like experiencing basically the same high that those guys are. Because like
I don't know, get
like
the whole mosh. I mean, like I get it as a form of like expression, like this is how, but like it just seems I don't want to take part in it. Like I don't.
I totally did like as a teenager going like Warped Tour and stuff like that. But like other than that, I like now it's just like that's insane. Yeah. Like I don't want to get hurt at a show. I don't want to have to stop the show because I got hurt or something like that. I don't want to hurt somebody else. Yeah. Obviously. And I just think it's like show culture is so strange to me now. And that's kind of why like I like getting to the shows a little late so that everybody's up front and I can just stay in the back.
Slide in right there next to the bar, just chill.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like people just get hurt because like they're too excited or they're.
Have you seen
that
like when people are like, open the fucking pit, and they just like do the wall of death? They're like 3, 2, 1, and then everyone just runs at each other like they're
wall
fucking
of death scares the shit out of me.
Spartans. Like it's terrifying,
dude. Wall of death scares the shit out of me. Like circle pits are like the only ones that I can kind of get behind because you just run in a circle.
You run in a circle and just whatever,
which is fucking stupid.
Where you run straight at each other.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Why would you do that?
And mosh pits where like there's just some kid just like windmilling the whole time. Fuck that guy. But like there's always just somebody in there that's like I'm going to hurt somebody. Yeah, and like that's like their goal. And it's like no, that should never be a fucking goal,
dude. Like have fun. Like it's like you accept the risk of like getting hurt when you get in there, but like
it's so
don't
awful,
make it your goal. Hot like a parked car.
I sound weird. Like can't say that with a hard R.
Can't say it with the hard R.
I mean, I could probably find a way to work that into. Not the word.
But I was like, wait, what? No.
But
I could probably find a way to say it. No, you can't.
Absolutely not. No, but like a word to fill that word.
Brother. I always go with brother.
Oh yeah, brother's pretty good.
Yeah.
I sound weird like brother with a hard R.
I'm brother or brother. Fucker, motherfucker. I always there's a bunch of 2-syllable words.
I've used fellas before.
That's so white.
Which is the funniest thing to me. Just
feller.
What's up, feller?
Feller. Hey,
I just think the word is hilarious, and then
like the word fella.
Inserting that into like very like hard rap is the funniest thing to me.
It's so funny.
So that's part of the reason for that one.
Oh man, I love that. That's so good. What were we talking about?
We just got off of like
like show culture,
Shows
like
and shit.
people like
Yeah.
fighting each other.
But what else? Okay, so this is not related to shows, but it is related to music. I got this Facebook friend request the other day from I haven't responded to it yet, but because I looked on his profile and it's so funny, dude. This guy literally like he posts probably 3 videos a day, like 3 videos of him rapping every day, just like freestyling, but like I'm using the term freestyling very liberally. It's like literally like he'll play a beat and he has his headphones in, but you can hear like the shit like going on like the TV in the background or something like that. And he's like, yo, just posted this new track or whatever. And it's him like sitting in his living room on Facebook. And he's like, I have to show you. He's got like 3 face tattoos and it's so funny.
Is it like a SoundCloud rapper, like a bad SoundCloud rapper?
Yeah, probably.
Tight. Love that. Just watch me go to his SoundCloud. He has like 1 million followers.
I know, right?
He's just crushing it. We're just being assholes about it.
I know, right? Exactly. Where's my friend request?
There's always like, I feel like there's this weird disconnect between like people who are like trying to like make it as musicians and those who are like actually serious about it, because I feel like a lot of people are just like want the clout of being like, yeah, I'm a rapper, like yeah I'm a DJ, like, or like totally. Yeah, I play guitar in a band or something like that, versus like the people that are just like actually like making music and just pushing that out somewhere. So I don't know. I always take a lot of that shit with like a grain of salt, because I'm like, are you actually like trying to do it, or do you just want to say that you're in
exactly.
it? So
I'm scrolling. This is all from today. This is all from today. Here we go.
Is this guy like 40?
Yeah.
Dude, he looks like he's been in prison at least twice.
Weed and chicken. He always has this weird like auto-tune effect on his voice. And so this song I was dying at, because it's literally him saying like, girl, where you been? I haven't seen you. And like that's like the premise of the song. But instead of, working off of that theme, he says, girl, where you been? I haven't seen you the whole time.
Is he using the fucking microphone on the earbuds? Oh my god. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so this goes on for 2 extra minutes. 2 minutes? That's 2 minutes. All of his videos, dude. These are all from Friday. All from Friday. All of his videos are him like singing into his headphones on his microphone, or his microphone on his headphones.
What the fuck, dude?
Where have you been, girl? You ain't been. And this funny part is he always treats it like he's in a studio session. So like in the beginning of the video, he's like, yo, this beat, yeah, turn it up a little bit. There's no one there. You're in your living room.
Yeah, it's just like him in like his mom's living room. But that's his mom like in the kitchen, thing, like turning it up on a laptop.
That's the other thing, is like it looks like he's not in like comfortable. Like it looks like he's like trying to like be hard, but like he knows someone's watching. So like, he's like, where have you been? Now you, and then he like gets the microphone close to his mouth so he could probably sing quieter. Where have you been? And he's like looking around.
He's like afraid the NSA is like just watching him.
Yeah, or just like it's like he's in someone else's house or something. It's like he's not in the studio. It's just like he's just like, yeah, like where. Like if I was doing like something goofy and like I didn't want someone to come down, like my roommates to come down or something like that, it'd be like, that's what it feels like. It's just just adds to it. It's so funny.
Well, like that too. Like that video is more like, oh, like let me record this thing because I have like this like melody in my head. I can record something later. But he's just like, nah, this is
me in the studio. Like new track. Like turn this shit up. No, so many people.
I love the fucking auto tune though.
It's like a so bad auto tune though. It's like sounds like he's in a toaster.
The way that the way that it sounds like he's so far off beat that the computer has to like wrangle it back in. And it's like, nah, dude, like, or off tone.
Give me a Brave Little Toaster type beat.
Yo, make me sound like that fucking toaster with a face.
Give me an Iron Giant type beat.
Give me Vin Diesel playing a character that could say 4 words type beat.
Oh my god. Dude, Vin fucking Diesel. What was the last movie I saw? Have you seen The Pacifier?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a classic fucking movie.
It's a wonderful film.
I feel like he just like plays himself in every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who he is.
Dude, the Fast and the Furious movies, my favorite thing about that is like all of like the family things that he says. Because it's like these cars don't run on gas, they run on family. It's like
they run on blood.
It's like they probably don't, and if they do, that's fucking weird.
That's crazy. You like put your sister in the gas tank and just like
there's just like a meat grinder and just shoves human beings into it, and he's just like, all right,
this Corvette run off my auntie today.
And Ludacris is just like,
it's like, what the fuck?
what's going on?
Hey, yo, what the fuck? The fucking Fast and Furious, dude.
What if a franchise that needed to stop 5 movies ago?
But they're not. They're
never
still
stop.
going.
They can't stop.
Hobbs
They're too fast.
Now they're doing Too Fast, Too Furious. Now they're doing the spin-offs like Hobbs and Shaw, and they're making like a Fast 9. Are they in double digits at this point?
They're close.
I think they're making 9.
Yeah. The release date got pushed back because
of all this shit. Yeah. But
because
like,
the world's ending. But
dude, I mean, what more can you do? What more can you do? I don't get it.
I don't, because they have to keep raising the stakes, and it's like at this point, it's like you've already driven a car from one building into another building.
So
what are you going to do?
The stunts are so goofy at this point. Like in Hobbs and Shaw, they literally like they have at like the very last scene. There's like a semi, right, loaded with like a shitload of cars, and they all like drive off the semi when they're on the fucking highway.
Of course, because that works.
What they need to do is there's this guy in a helicopter or some shit, so they like winch the front car to the helicopter, but then the helicopter starts like pulling up off the ground, and so like the front car starts moving off the ground, so then the car behind it winches to that guy, and they literally form a string of like 6 cars, but the helicopter is in the air and like 6 of the cars are in the air, right? And so like the last step is for the semi to hook onto the car, and it's like a push and pull battle between the semi, 6 cars suspended in the air by a helicopter.
There's no way a helicopter is holding up that much weight. Go fuck yourself.
It's so funny, dude.
That's insane.
So funny. Those movies are so...
I love how like all of it is just like, physics.
Yeah.
No.
What is that? Never heard of her.
Using that. Get that shit out of
here.
here.
It's so fucking funny, dude. I fucking love those movies so much.
Oh, they're so ridiculous.
They're
like,
so silly.
I think that like my favorite thing about just that franchise in general is like how much love everybody has for it. Like nobody's upset that they're making another.
No one's upset that it's. Yeah, I know.
I'm upset, but that's just because I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm gonna see it though.
Yeah,
of course I'm gonna see it.
Have you been to Universal yet?
No.
Okay, they have on the studio tour, like one of the parts is like a Fast and Furious ride.
Oh,
basically, like they put you in like these huge ass like golf cart trains.
Yeah.
And like they go into certain areas and then they like latch onto an area and you have like 3D glasses you put on and the whole area around you becomes like the ride basically. So they do one with Fast and the Furious and it's like very outdated technology. It's like those plates of glass that they like project images onto.
Oh my god!
So it's like 2007 and you're just like watching this shit happen, and it's just like all of them they can't stand like in depth or else it would fuck it up, so they're all like standing next to each other and it's the fucking dumbest shit, and they're just like yo, we gotta go, and they all like and then they like run in place but they just move it across the screen, and you're just like
funny.
Oh god. And then like really you do this whole thing and it's absurd. It's so absurd.
That's hilarious. I love the because ride technology, like back when it first came out, was so advanced. Like, and they were using such advanced methods that, like, at this point, if you wanted to, you could just strip all of it back and just like use projections and just like shit like that. But like, I was watching this video on how the Tower of Terror works. I don't know if you've ever ridden that ride, but it's like a big elevator. You go in and then you but it goes up and it also goes like this and then it drops you. But at this one scene, you're like at the top and you're like looking down this hallway and there's like ghosts and shit. But then I watched like how it's done and it's just like, there's so many complicated mechanics that go into it. It's like, this is a glass panel with like a reverse mirror and the camera image is flipped upside down. So when you see it, it looks like there's a ghost, and it's just like, you could just, at this point, just get rid of all that, put a fucking projector there and do,
just make Tupac.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking crazy.
But it's insane. I mean, and it's cool. It still works. But I don't know. Are they making updated rides at this point? It's just like what more can you do?
I don't know. I think a lot of them are going back to like animatronics and shit. Yeah, like that's what it seems like. Yeah. And like I already hate theme parks and just like parks in general. I like roller coaster parks like Cedar Point's cool, but great. Like theme parks kind of just give me a lot of anxiety. So like I just don't go to them. But like see like all the shit that they've had there, like at Disney World and stuff like that for forever. Like a lot of it still kind of holds up.
Yeah.
And it's just like this, just because it worked so well back then that it was like terrifyingly good. And like now it's just like, yeah, it's passable.
That's cool.
So
fucking, It's a Small World ride.
Oh no,
terrifies me.
Nope.
I went on it once with like my family, and I was like this the whole time, and I was crying. It was terrifying, dude. I literally like got off the ride, and I was like, I don't want to ever do that again. But it's terrifying. They're all doing that.
That
and
was
you're in
horrifying.
water.
I hated that. You're in water. Like
You're
I can't go anywhere.
It's weird. I didn't like it.
If these things decide to fucking kill me right now, I can't do anything
they could all
about it.
jump off on the boat and just.
That's fucking
so
horrifying.
terrifying. Some Five Nights at Freddy's type shit.
Oh, I hate all of that.
Yeah.
Oh my
so
god.
Weird. It's so weird. Did you ever go to? There's this amusement park in Southern Indiana called Holiday World. Did you ever go there?
So one of my very good friends, Nolan, is from Santa Claus, Indiana.
Oh my god, dude.
And he worked there for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like way too long. And he talks about it so fondly and like just like he loves it so much. And like he's always just like, dude, it's the greatest thing ever. And then like I see pictures of it and I'm just like, what?
I'm sure he
like,
just has that like nostalgia and like whatever attached to it because it's not a good place.
It just
not,
seems terrible.
Dude. I mean, it's in Southern Indiana, which like in and of itself is like a sketchy place. It's like
it's a meth capital of the world, baby.
Mm-hmm. And it's like an hour and a half south of Bloomington, so it's not super far. It was definitely like farther for you, but in the summer of my senior year, I stayed in Bloomington and so me and my roommates were like, dude, you guys want to go to Holiday World? And we're like, yeah, like I would love to go to Holiday World. And so
you just had nothing better to do.
Yeah, we had nothing to do. So we're like, let's drive to Holiday World. So we got up at like 6 a.m., drove to Hollywood or Hollyland. What did I?
Holiday World.
Holiday World.
Holy shit.
Why did I just forget that in the middle of the sentence? In the middle of the sentence, I forgot
You
it.
like started saying Hollywood and then rolled it into like Holiday Wood. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Holiday World.
You had a stroke, dude.
Yeah, something happened. Reset. So it's like half amusement park, half water park. So we like brought our swim trunks, and it's literally the premise of it is literally like there's like different sections of the park. So there's Thanksgiving land, Halloween land, 4th of July land, Christmas land. What's the most absurd one that they have? I'm trying to think. I think 4th of July land is just fucking goofy as hell. Like, why do they have
Everyth's just blowing up?
It's so silly. But then they have like roller coasters and stuff in each part, and then the water park is not themed. I don't know why. It's just
a water.
It's just a water park.
They're just like, fuck it.
But like all of the the Thanksgiving World is by far the best because it has this thing called like the Mayflower Voyage. It's like this huge roller coaster or whatever, and they also have like a turkey hunting game, which reminded me of the animatronics. So it's like you sit in this cart and there's like animatronic turkeys that you like shoot with your gun, but it's so old and outdated. And when you walk in, so like when you're standing in line, you're like, kind of looping back and forth through those little turnstiles, and there's like how if you go to like Disney or any kind of theme park ride, it like there's like the exposition when you're waiting in line. Like it tells you like the story basically of the ride that you're going on, because that needs to be a thing.
Gotta be immersed, man.
Yeah, you gotta be immersed. So in this one, I think the turkeys have like overtaken this little town that you're in, and it's Thanksgiving, and so you need to like you're like in grandma's house, and she's like telling this story. She's sitting on a rocking chair, rocking back and forth, but she's animatronic, and she's got a cat on her lap, and she's like knitting, and like it's so creepy. And she's like, "You need to kill the turkeys. They've taken over the town."
The turkeys are just like these fucking demons.
Yeah, I know.
Like you walk in, they're just like eating your
it could
friend.
be terrifying.
That's horrifying.
That's the storyline. And she like, and so like anytime she goes through like her animation cycle, then she resets. She like goes real quiet, and then whenever it's like time for her to start saying her thing again, she goes, and it's time for it. It's so fucking creepy, like, because it's old, dude. It's an old ass animatronic, and she like jerks awake and like starts doing her thing. That's scary.
Horrifying.
It's scary,
dude.
but
that's some Left 4 Dead shit.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god, I love that game. The amusement park where you go through the tunnel with the swans, and you're shooting, and the tank is there. I love Left 4 Dead, dude. But anyway, so the water park area, being Southern Indiana, there's a lot of pretty shitty tattoos that you see in the water park. Not that
do they just like wipe off in the water? Like they just slide off.
You get in the water and it's just like
it's like it's like the thing like where people take shoes and dip them in the water for the thing. You just do that and you just get somebody else's tattoo.
Oh, gross! Ew. So the time we went, so we did all the amusement park shit, and then we're like, let's do the water park when it's like halfway through the day and really hot. So we did the water park, and we're walking around, and like we just see like very typical Southern Indiana, like everyone's like overweight and got like 16 kids with them, and like it just looks uncomfortable. And
one of them's wearing like a trucker hat, has like a bush light.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So I saw this guy, and just like, not really like ripped, but like you could tell he hits the gym, but like doesn't like care too much about it. Like he's got like, you know, big shoulders and stuff like that, but like down here it's all kind of whatever.
I mean, you're just explaining me at this point.
Okay. Oh God. Dude had like pecs, right? And like on each pec he had like a huge tattoo, and like far away I could kind of see it. I'm like, what is that? I get a little closer. Swastikas. One on each pec.
No fucking
and
way.
A big old skull on the back of his forehead.
And
back of his head.
This dude's just walking around.
Just walking around shirtless, just like it's totally normal. Fucking terrifying. It was so scary. And anytime I go there, I like to play a game. I've been there 3 times.
This talk so much shit about this thing, but you're like, yeah, I'm a regular.
Yeah, this first time sparked a
I've got a membership card.
Like a obsession. And so I've been there 3 times. And I like to count the number of Confederate flag tattoos I see there, and it's just like nuts. There's this guy standing in line.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is somebody in Indiana holding up like a Confederate flag? I'm like, dog, we were in the Union.
I know.
We are north of the line, man. What the fuck? Oh, I hate that shit.
People are dumb as shit. But,
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, that reminds me. Remember, where were we? We might have been in Santa Monica or something like that, or like Venice or whatever. And we saw that.
It was Santa Cruz.
We were in Santa Cruz. Yes, we're in Santa Cruz. And we were getting tacos. You have the picture.
Yes.
And there's this lady in line, and she had a Hello Kitty tattoo, but it was Hitler. It straight up was doing the fuck. I'm not gonna do it. I almost did it. It was doing a salute.
Yeah, it was literally,
and it had the mustache.
It had the hair. It literally had it like the whole like the tan like jumpsuit thing with like
the swastika armband.
Dude, I was like, how in the fuck did you like think of this?
Who would tattoo that?
And
what kind of tattoo artist is like, yeah, that's a fucking great idea. Let me do that.
Yeah, exactly. No, like that's just very irresponsible,
fuck, dude. Yeah, that was nuts. I totally remember that.
I just remember like standing there and just kind of like, because it was a dope little taco stand, like just, probably like the size of this room.
Very small.
And we're just kind of like standing there waiting to get up to like the front, and like I just look over and I was like,
you're like, dude.
I was like, what the fuck is
nuts.
This? Dude, it was so
insane.
weird.
And she's just like wearing it like she's sleeveless tank top.
Dude, she was like a 78-year-old woman. I was like, we are in Southern California.
Yeah, that doesn't fly here
like,
or anywhere, but like especially not here.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
remember that
wild.
shit? Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
I need to like start keeping track of like all these fucking crazy ass tattoos I see.
Yeah, it's nuts. Another one in Holiday World. There's this guy who had it was supposed to be a picture of Jesus or something like that, but like he had, I think, either put on a bunch of muscle or gained a lot of weight, and Jesus's face was like stretched out,
like Michael Jordan.
It was like Michael Jordan's face. It was real stretched out, and like it was just like it belonged on Sucky Tattoos. It belonged on that fucking like Instagram page, but it was so bad. It's so funny. That's like one of my favorite parts about Holiday World. That's why I love it so much.
It's just like a bunch of trashy people in one place. You just
really
get to look at everything.
And you just like get to people watch and stand in line.
Dude, I love that so much.
It's so great.
Holy shit.
Holiday World.
There's like there's just like a certain point that you get to where it's like, all right, what like tattoo can I put on my body that I'm going to spend too much money on and it's still going to look like ass?
Yeah.
And it's always portraiture. People are just like, I'm gonna get like a 1-to-1 like very detailed,
like the Virgin Mary on my shoulder,
or like
never looks good.
Or like I'm gonna get like my baby daughter's like face on my forearm. I'm like, why? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
They never look good.
Portraits never look good. Like, I'm sorry, like you have to be the most talented artist in the world to make a portrait look good, and even still, it's not that you're not a good artist. It's just like it doesn't translate well to tattoo.
No, absolutely
you can't make it look good,
right?
And it's just like it's always just like really stretched out, and like it's on a stretchy part of your skin. It's gonna look goofy at some point,
right?
And it's just like I don't get a portrait. And they're always so expensive because they're like detailed and you have to draw it by hand and then you have to do it like they're like
you have to do all the
easily you
shading.
could drop a couple grand on a portrait tattoo.
Absolutely.
Easy.
And they're never good.
And they suck.
Unless you
get a fucking portrait
unless you
tattoo.
go to like the 4 people in LA that are like the best
like
portrait
Kat Von
tattoo
D or some shit. Like
or like fucking what's his name? Mr. Wu.
Yeah.
Except I don't think he does portraiture. But
right.
like you
Kat
have to
Von
go
D
to
does, but like like unless you're gonna do that and spend like $10,000, don't get a portrait tattoo. It's such a bad idea.
Yeah. Just get
so
fucking
bad.
dumb symbols and shit on yourself.
Just get dumb symbols and get Kirby or
Wait, do you have Kirby now?
I have Kirby.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I love him.
I love
He's
Kirby.
So good.
He's so good.
My friend Ryan has like a huge like Kirby tattoo on his arm.
That's
it
sick.
actually looks really good.
That's fucking cool.
It's pretty
man.
dope. I
That's
love it.
But no portraits. No portraits.
Never do that.
Never do
We'll
that.
fight you.
Yeah.
We'll no. I was gonna say we'll rip it off you. I was like, no, that's too much work.
That's a lot. That takes a lot of work.
Jesus.
Yeah. Holy shit. We're at an hour 2.
Are we fucked, dude?
That went so fast.
I think it was mostly because of all the sugar.
It was, we were like, our brains are like,
We're just like rolling really quickly. Just
we're on speed, basically. That's
Pretty
what the
much.
KFC is. We're just like,
Dude,
Gotta do everything.
KFC, like in their batter, they just put in both like ketamine and like MDMA and just
both of it,
batter
the lows and the highs. They're like, let's fucking go.
Yep.
And just way too much sugar.
Yep.
A little bit of caffeine.
Yep. They're like,
It's
everybody will
let's
be
go.
fine.
Let's go, dude.
Dude,
I
and
know.
now we're here.
Fuck, and I'm about to clean. I'm just like deep scrub my apartment. Like
Yep.
I'm just gonna like fucking. I can't
Oh,
stop. I can't stop.
It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah.
Today's gonna be a very fucking interesting
Buy
day.
a PC.
Yep.
Want to do that right now?
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Hell yeah.
Well, guys, let's see. Make sure to like and subscribe our YouTube, and please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. And
And if it's not a
Spotify.
bad review, we might pick it and even talk about it
leave
on
us
here.
a bad review. I mean, leave us a 5-star review. But if you want to say something shitty, do that.
Yeah.
But make sure it's a 5-star review. Like I don't care if you don't like it. You can say you don't like it, but make sure it's a 5-star review because
Don't fuck up our whole thing we got going here. All right,
come
please.
on, come on. So yeah, with that, this has been episode 5 of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast. We will see you in episode 6 next week if we're not all dead by then. So it's dark. We're not going to be dead. If
we
Brian
might be
can
dead.
still come over to my house if we're not on complete lockdown,
Yeah.
then we'll see you soon.
As long as the city of LA doesn't quarantine it,
Yeah.
like you can't leave your house.
Exactly.
We'll be here next week.
Yeah.
Middle of the day, middle of the week. Goodbye, everybody.
Peace.